Hello everyone, welcome to the Next Wave Learning Center. In this video, we'll cover the 20 most important MCQs from ancient Indian history. These are previously asked questions in various government and PSU exams. These are exam-focused questions with quick explanations to strengthen your preparation. Stay till the end to test your knowledge and see how many you can answer correctly. Let's get started. The Badami rock inscription of Pulakesing I is dated in the Saka year 465. If the same were to be dated in Vikrama Samvat, the year would be A 601, B 300, C 330, D 407. We are asked to convert Saka year 465 into Vikrama Samvat, VS. Formula: Vikrama Samvat equals Saka year jod 135. So, 465 plus 135 equals 600, approx. 601 depending on month alignment. Correct answer: 601. Let's move on to the next question. The silver coins issued by the Guptas were called A. Rupaka, B. Karshapna, C. Dinara, D. Pana. The correct answer is A. Rupaka. The Guptas issued mainly gold coins, dinaras, and silver coins, rupakas. Karshapna and Pana were earlier punch-marked coins used in Mauryan times. Dinara equals Gupta gold coins, inspired by Roman aureus. Rupaka equals Gupta silver coins. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following was a corporation of merchants in ancient India? A. Chaturvedimangalam, B. Parishad, C. Ashtadigaha, D. Manigrama. The correct answer is D. Manigrama. In ancient and early medieval India, Manigrama was a powerful guild, corporation of merchants, especially active in eastern India and South India. Chaturvedimangalam village of Brahmins. Parishad assembly or council. Ashtadigaja group of 8 poets in Vijayanagara court, Krishnadevaraya. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following statements regarding Asokan stone pillars is incorrect? A. These are highly polished, B. These are monolithic, C. The shaft of pillars is tapering in shape, D. These are parts of architectural structures. Ashokan stone pillars, 3rd century BCE, are highly polished, Mauryan polish, monolithic, carved out of a single stone, tapering shafts with animal capitals on top. They were freestanding monuments, not structural parts of buildings, so option D is incorrect. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following edicts mentions the personal name of Asoka? A. Kalsi, B. Ramandi, C. Special Kalinga Edict, D. Maski. The correct answer is D. Maski. The Maski Edict is significant because it is the only edict that mentions the personal name of Ashoka, Devanampiya Asoka. Other edicts usually refer to him only as Devanampiya Piyadsi, beloved of the gods, he who looks with affection. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following pairs of composers in different languages and their works on the Mahabharat theme is correctly matched? A. Sarladasa, Bengali, B. Kasirama, Oriya, C. Tikna, Marathi, D. Pampa, Kannada. The correct answer is D. Pampa, Kannada. Pampa, a 10th century Kannada poet, composed the Vikramarjuna Vijaya, also called Pampa Bharat, which is based on the Mahabharat theme. Sarala Dasa wrote the Mahabharat in Oriya, not Bengali. Kasirama is not associated with an Oriya Mahabharat. Tikna wrote in Telugu, not Marathi. So, only Pampa, Kannada is correctly matched. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following scripts of ancient India was written from right to left? A. Brahmi, B. Nandnagari, C. Sharada, D. Kharoshti. The correct answer is D. Kharoshti script, used in the northwestern part of ancient India, especially Gandhara, was derived from Aramaic and was written from right to left, unlike Brahmi and its derivatives which were written from left to right. Let's move on to the next question. The famous dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama is mentioned in the A. Chandogyopanishad, B. Mundkopnishad, C. Kathopanishad, D. Kenopanishad. The correct answer is C. Kathopanishad. The Kathopanishad contains the famous dialogue between Nachiketa, a young seeker of truth, and Yama, the god of death. It discusses profound themes like the immortality of the soul, Atman, the nature of the self, and the path to liberation, moksha. Let's move on to the next question. Milindapanho is in the form of a dialogue between the king Menandar and the Buddhist monk, A. Nagasena, B. Nagarjuna, C. Nagabhatta, D. Kumarila Bhatta. The correct answer is A. Nagasena. Milindapanho, Questions of Milinda, is a Buddhist text in the form of a dialogue between King Menandar, Milinda, an Indo-Greek ruler, and the monk Nagasena. It explains Buddhist philosophy through questions and answers, making it one of the most important texts of Buddhist literature. Let's move on to the next question. In Mahayana Buddhism, the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvar was also known as A. Vajrapani, B. Manjushri, C. Padmapani, D. Maitreya. The correct answer is C. Padmapani. In Mahayana Buddhism, the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvar, the embodiment of compassion, is also called Padmapani, lotus holder. Vajrapani represents power. Manjushri represents wisdom. Maitreya the future Buddha. So, Avalokiteshvar equals Padmapani. Let's move on to the next question. After consolidating his power, Balban assumed the grand title of A. Tut-i-Hind, B. Kaisar-i-Hind, C. Zil-i-Ilahi, D. Din-i-Ilahi. The correct answer is C. Zil-i-Ilahi. After consolidating his power, Ghiyasuddin Balban, Delhi Sultan, slave dynasty, assumed the grand title Zil-i-Ilahi, meaning shadow of God on earth. Tut-i-Hind Parrot of India, title of Amir Khusrau. Kaisar-i-Hind title used much later under the British, for Queen Victoria. Din-i-Ilahi religious order founded by Akbar. Let's move on to the next question. The head of the military department under the reorganized central machinery of administration during Akbar's reign was A. Diwan, B. Mir Bakshi, C. Mir Saman, D. Bakshi. The correct answer is B. Mir Bakshi. During Akbar's reign, the Mir Bakshi was the head of the military department. He was in charge of recruiting and maintaining the army, managing the Mansabdari system, checking military accounts, approving promotions and appointments of officers. Other posts: Diwan head of finance, Mir Saman head of the royal household and stores, Bakshi, general term, paymaster, but the chief was called Mir Bakshi. Let's move on to the next question. They are people of yellow complexion, oblique eyes, high cheekbones, sparse hair and medium height. The reference here is to A. Nordic-Ions, B. Austrics, C. Negroids, D. Mongoloids. The correct answer is D. Mongoloids. People of the Mongoloid race are generally characterized by yellowish complexion, oblique, slanting eyes, high cheekbones, sparse facial, body hair, medium to short stature. They are mostly found in Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, Northeast India, Mongolia, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. Let's move on to the next question. The medieval Indian writer who refers to the discovery of America is A. Malik Muhammad Jayasi, B. Amir Khusrau, C. Ras Khan, D. Abul Fazl. The correct answer is D. Abul Fazl, the court historian of Akbar and author of the Akbarnama and Ain-i-Akbari, is the medieval Indian writer who makes a reference to the discovery of America, 1492 by Columbus, in his works. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following languages belongs to the Austric group? A. Marathi, B. Ladakhi, C. Khasi, D. Tamil. The correct answer is C. Khasi. The Austric, Austro-Asiatic, language family in India includes languages like Khasi, Mundari, and Santali. Marathi Indo-Aryan group, Indo-European family, Ladakhi Tibeto-Burman group, Sino-Tibetan family, Khasi Austro-Asiatic, Austric group, Tamil Dravidian family. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following was initially the most powerful city-state of India in the 6th century BC? A. Gandhar, B. Kamboj, C. Kashi, D. Magad. The correct answer is C. Kashi. In the 6th century BC, among the 16 Mahajanapadas, Kashi was initially the most powerful city-state. Its capital Varanasi was prosperous and strategically important. Later, however, Magadha rose to prominence under kings Bimbisara and Ajatashatru, eventually becoming the most dominant Mahajanpada. Let's move on to the next question. Many of the Greeks, Kushanas and Sakas embraced Buddhism rather than Hinduism because a. Buddhism was in the ascendant at that time. B. They had renounced the policy of war and violence. C. Caste-ridden Hinduism did not attract them. D. Buddhism provided easier access to Indian society. The correct answer is C. Caste-ridden Hinduism did not attract them. The Greeks, Sakas, and Kushanas, being foreigners, found it difficult to integrate into the rigid caste system of Hinduism. Buddhism, on the other hand, was more inclusive and universal, open to all irrespective of birth, and actively spread across regions through missionaries. This made Buddhism far more attractive to them compared to caste-dominated Hindu society. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following ancient Indian records is the earliest royal order to preserve food grains to be utilized during the crises in the country? A. Sohagora Copperplate. B. Ramandi Pillar Edict of Asoka. C. Prayaga Prasasti. D. Mehrauli Pillar Inscription of Chandra. The correct answer is A. Sohagora Copperplate. The Sohagora copper plate inscription, found in Gorakhpur district, Uttar Pradesh, is considered one of the earliest known copper plate records in India. It belongs to the Mauryan period, possibly issued during Ashoka or his predecessors. It contains a royal order for the preservation and storage of food grains, to be utilized during times of famine or crisis. Let's move on to the next question. The concept of the Eightfold Path forms the theme of A. Deepavamsa. B. Divyavadana. C. Mahaparinibban Sutta. D. Dharma Chakra Pravartana Sutta. The correct answer is D. Dharma Chakra Pravartana Sutta. The Dharma Chakra Pravartana Sutta, also called the Turning of the Wheel of Dharma sermon, was delivered by Gautam Buddha at Sarnath. It lays down the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, which together form the core of Buddhist philosophy. Let's move on to the next question. The term Aryan denotes A. An ethnic group. B. A nomadic people. C. A speech group. D. A superior race. The correct answer is C. A speech group. The term Aryan is not about race or ethnicity, but about language. It refers to people who spoke the Indo-Aryan branch of the Indo-European family of languages. The idea of Aryans as a superior race was a later misuse, ESP, during colonial and Nazi times, not the original meaning in Indian history. Thank you for watching. If these questions are helping in your preparation, a like and subscribe would mean a lot.